Back to Beneath the Surface, the podcast where we peel back the layers of true crimes to uncover deeper stories. I am Jayadharini, and today we are taking a closer look at the name you might not have heard before, Charles Ross. He didn't commit violent crimes, but his actions stirred confusion, fear, and frustration, leaving us all questioning the fine line between mischief and malice. Let's dive in. Charles Ross gained notoriety in early 2010s, but not in the way you would expect from a true crime story. While many criminals seek monetary gain or act out of revenge, Ross' motives seemed to be centered around attention and humor, though the humor wasn't shared by everyone. His so-called prank crimes began as harmless stunts like stealing chairs from under unsuspecting strangers in park or food courts. These antics, captured on video and shared online, earned him a small but loyal following on social media. But here's the thing about pranks. Context is everything. What might seem funny joke to one person can feel like an invasion to another. Imagine being caught off guard in a public place, humiliated as your seat is yanked away for amusement of audience you didn't agree to entertain. Many of Ross' victims reported feelings of anger and embarrassment, and when some of his pranks crossed his personal property or intimate spaces, the laughter quickly turned into discomfort and eventually criminal charges. Ross didn't stop at chair theft. In one incident, he approached strangers in shopping mall asking deeply inappropriate or invasive questions under the guise of social experiment. In another, he interrupted public gathering by tagging fake emergencies, leaving onlookers confused and sometimes frightened. While he claimed these actions were meant to test social norms, they often veered into harassment. His disregard for boundaries hinted at something darker, an obsession with notoriety that overweighed any concern for people he targeted. The tipping point came when one of his so-called pranks turned violent. During an altercation with one of the individuals who refused to play along, Ross reported retaliated, leading to charges of assault. This incident shattered any illusion that his crimes were merely harmless fun. It also raised questions about the mental state and his true crimes intentions. Was he troubled individual acting out, or this is all the part of calculated plan to make a name for himself in the age of viral fame? What's even more fascinating about Ross' story is how society responded. While some called for leniency, arguing his pranks were just juvenile but not dangerous, others demanded harsher punishments, pointing to the emotional distress he caused his victims. The debate illuminated a broader issue in the world of true crime. How do we handle offenders whose actions doesn't fit neatly into traditional definitions of criminal behavior? In interviews, Ross appeared unrepentant, often brushing off criticism and claims that his stunts were just jokes. Yet behind the bravado was a man seemingly addicted to spotlight, willing to blur ethical and legal lines to keep it. His story challenges us to think about the consequence of seeking fame at any cost. How far is too far when the prize is someone's dignity or safety? Charles' antics may not have left behind a trail of physical harm, but the emotional and psychological impact of his actions is undeniable. His story is a cautionary tale about the power of boundaries, the ethics of humor, and darker side of internet fame. So, thank you for joining me on Beneath the Surface. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the world of crimes. Until next time, remember, not all the crimes are simple as they seem, and sometimes the scariest truth just lie beneath the surface.